jumping into Chapter 10, Lesson 6, Multiplying Fractions. This is kind of the standard way to do it. So we'll jump right into it. Multiplying fractions is similar to multiplying a whole number in a fraction. To multiply fractions, multiply the numerators and multiply the denominators. So you just multiply straight across when we're multiplying a fraction by a fraction, just like we did with the whole number. When we turn it into a fraction, we just multiply straight across. So two ways that they're going to show you how to do it, and I've talked a little bit about it before. Looking at example 1, Franco ate some pizza. 2/3 of a pizza is left. Deandra ate 3/4 of the leftover pizza. How much of the whole pizza did Deandra eat? So we have to find the product of 3/4 and 2/3 because we want to find out 2/3 of that 3/4 of the pizza that was left over. So the first method they used was to multiply first straight across. 3 times 2 is 6. 4 times 3 is 12. Then they simplified 6/12 by dividing both of them by 6th greatest common factor to get 1/2. So just like before. The other way I kind of talked about before, you can simplify first. So again, this line here and here means to divide. So if we have a 3 and 3, we can divide by 3. Or we can look at it here. A better way of saying that is to look and see, is there a greatest common factor between any of these numbers? So again, 3 and 3, we can reduce those both. They cross them out to give them 1 because we can divide both of them by 3. 2 and 4 have a common factor of 2, so we can divide them both by 2. So they divided them both by 2 to get 1 and 2. And then they had their already simplified answer. So Deandra ate half of the whole pizza. So again, there was, maybe we can draw a picture of it. Here's a pizza. Beautiful pizza. Oops. Already goofed it up. Okay, here's a pizza. Franco ate 1/3 of it. Sorry, 2/3 was left. So he ate this part of it. So they were looking at this part here, those 2/3, and she ate 3/4 of it. So we split it into about 1, 2, 3, and 4. Whoa, we're going to pretend those are kind of equal pieces there. So she ate 3/4 of that. So she ate 1, 2, 3, 4. So she ate about half of the whole pizza. That is a horrible picture. You can ignore that picture. Moving on. Moving on. So we'll do a few together so it's a little easier. So they're going to show a model first, and then they're going to find the product of it. So with the model, 5/6 times 3/4. So the first thing they did was to divide it into 6 equal parts. So this whole, they divided into 6 parts. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Grab another colored pen. And then they had 3/4. So they wanted to divide it evenly into 3/4. So 1, 2, 3, and 4. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I'm going to kind of show this in orange, what we're looking at. So here's 5/6 of it. And then there's 1, 2, 3, 4. So we're going to look at 3/4 of that. So that's the area that we're looking at here. So we want to find out how much of that area overlaps or intersects. So we had, again, 5 out of the 6th, and then we had 3 out of those 4ths that we split it up into. So we want to see what overlaps. So I'm going to shade the part that we're going to look at. So we have 5, 10, 15 squares that we're looking at. Out of, we had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 here. 1, 2, 3, 4. So 6, 12, 18, 24 total. And I know that I can simplify that because 15 and 24 have a common factor of 3. So I'm going to divide them both by 3. to give me an answer of 5/8. Okay. Check and make sure we did it right. We can do 5. Whoa, that's a bad one. 5, 6 times 3/4. Again, if we multiply straight across, we have 5 times 3 gives us 15. 6 times 4 gave us 24. So that's just kind of giving you a visual of it. I'll do one more, and this time I'll simplify it first like they showed you, because sometimes it's easier than finding the greatest common factor after. So 3/5 times 5/6. I look at these numbers here. Are there any that have common factors? Yes. Top and bottom we have 3 and 6. So I'm going to go ahead and divide both of those by 3 because they have a common factor of 3. So that is going to become 1 because 3 divided by 3 is 1. 6 is going to become 2 because 6 divided by 3 is 2. Now I can go even further because I have another numerator and denominator that I can simplify or reduce. 5 and 5 have a common factor of, yes, you guessed it, 5. So I can divide them both by 5, which gives me 1 and 1. So my final answer is going to be 1/2 because I have 1 times 1 and 1 times 2. Now to make sure we did it right, I'll show you the normal way, 5 times 6, where we simplify after. We have 3 times 5 would give us 15. 5 times 6 is going to give us 30. And I know that 15/30 is equal to 1/2. Hope this is helpful. Good luck. And gotta quit. And still trying to stop it.